Hi guys, in today's video we're going to look at two stones primarily. First, the ends of the sort of Rainbow Mountain stone that came off, but it's got some really nice colour, as you can see. It's a beautiful colour on the side, and we've been opening it up a little bit and we've found colour coming down here. If I can find the right, there we go. It's coming down this side of the mountain, as it were. So we're going to try and see if this connects here a bit more today. We may see if there's more colour on this side as well, further down here. Hopefully there is. So that's the two areas. We're not going to look at this side for now. So we're looking at those two sides, and we're going to look at this stone, which was the original parcel I got from one of the Outback Opal hunters parcel, and there is actually colour in this. It's quite hard to see. 1 second. See the red there, and there's some colour there as well, yellow, and there's some red here if you catch it right. So it's subtle, but there's definitely colour in this stone, which is why I want to go at it a bit more. See, there's the red right there. See it at that angle. There we go. So yeah, so this is the second stone that we're going to work on. I think we'll work on this a little bit now. I have to think of the grit we're going to use. Need a very light grit, to be honest. We don't want to be going too heavy. Yeah, so we've got that's 300. Go with 1,000. Okay. This is obviously a very small piece. Dunk it in the water and see if we found anything else. Oh yeah, there's more at the bottom. See there? Goes from green to red. Oh yeah, a lot more red there. A lot more red. Wow. Very nice. So I've got to go very carefully and not too hard, to be honest, with this stone, because the colour's basically already there. And we're just sort of tickling it out because it's there. Oh, we got some more on the side there, you see? Look at that. Beautiful. On the side there. It's coming down the mountain here. And there's a lot more red. And there's some red into green, it looks like, on the bottom there. Wow, look at all those colours at the top. Incredible. Still not found some in the body much. I mean, it is coming down a little bit, as you can see. But beyond there, we haven't found anything in the middle yet. Just yet. I'm going to have a quick look at my glasses. Just bear with me a second. So I've had a look in the jewellery glasses, and there is some promising signs of more colour here. So I'm going to continue. Probably going to continue anyway, to be honest, because it's just wonderful colour. Yeah, there's a divot that goes down here, little river, small little stream of colour that's likely to emerge here. I've got to articulate out, I don't want to get rid of the other colour, so I'll be very careful. I actually probably need a smaller piece of sandpaper to do this. I suppose in the world of gems and whatnot, this is actually quite a big piece of rock. But to a fairly new person to the game, it's still not that easy. I do prefer the bigger rocks, I'll be honest. Just a lot more easier to handle, less risk of dropping. Beautiful colours. Just astounding colours in this, isn't it? Look at that roll. Jeez Louise. Very pretty. Well, we'll continue. Little side benefit of doing it this way is the occasional cuts you get. Dividend of the job, I guess. Sanding part of your finger off. Grow back stronger, I guess. Right, let's wash this up. See where we're at. Not really much emerging in the center, but yeah, look at the top of that. I mean, that is just astounding. I think more has emerged on the side. Actually, I just did one quick rub on the side. I said I wasn't, but I couldn't help myself. And yeah, just look at that color. Whoa, that's pretty immense. I'm not gonna lie. That's just also begs the question: does the color go down that deep? You know, it's at the top, as you can see, but then also we're getting a bit towards this end, red in the corner, and then on that seam. So it might sort of begs the question: how deep does this color go? You know, that could be a stone right there, just that corner, because you get the top of that beautiful color there, and you never know what you're going to get on the other side. Because if we turn it around a moment, you see the red there. That's the bottom of that valley. You know, so that's really strong red there, and that could easily sort of be the bottom of that corner there. Is that red? You know, so yeah, even on the back side that we haven't really sort of rubbed it too much, still plenty of colour, and that's right at the bottom of the stone. So yeah, very interesting piece. Beautiful dark boulder opal. It's lighting up like a Christmas tree, isn't it? Really pretty. Okay, well, let's move on to the other stone, the spaceship stone. It is nothing like this. It's not showing as much colour as yet. But it's a much bigger stone. If we compare it, that's the spaceship stone on the right. So it's much bigger. But of similar complexion, really. It's a Koroite boulder opal. I actually love these colours. All right, we'll get this wet. We're going to need to use a much stronger sandpaper here. So I've got some 400s ready to go. There's that red in the corner. Do you see it? Harder to see. Anyway, we're going to work on it. So I'm going to get some 400 out. And we'll begin the process. I might zoom out a tad because it's a bit zoomed in, isn't it? Now, you do sometimes see people, you know, rubbing like this down. The reason why I don't always go for that method is I like to keep the natural shape if I can. And if you just do it down like that, you're just going to end up with a very flat object, which, you know, there's a chance that this could end up being a free form, which is the most natural type of opal, if you like. And yeah, I wonder if this was a shell. Actually, look at the shape of it. It's kind of interesting. I wonder if there's a shell kind of underneath it. You never know. Anyway, that's sort of why I sand the way I do. I just don't want to have, if I can help it, I always want to give the option of sort of having a free-form shape at the end of it. I also really like the current shape of this. I think it sort of looks like a spaceship if you look at it from a certain angle. I'm trying to think of the preference, the angle that I like. 1 second, I'll show you if I can find it. Yeah, that's the angle I like. It sort of looks like a spaceship floating through the air. Anyway, I want to keep that shape if I can. Obviously, the more you sand, the more the shapes change. And obviously, I want to. Main purpose is finding the opal. Oh, some colour peeking there. Shall we have a look at it? Definitely some colour peeking there. It was around. There we go. You see it? Orange. Orange. There we go. And there's some red peeking there as well. And green and blue. Oh, here we go. We're in business here. We're getting some colours. Alright, well, I'll do it a bit softer from now. It looks like we're getting onto some colours. They're still hiding a little bit, so no need to drop down to 1,000 just yet. This stone actually has quite a lot of potential for colour, to be honest. In the way I'm reading the stone, it just looks like there's a bunch of canyons where silica-rich waters could have fell into. Whoopsies! I dropped it. It's okay, I didn't fall onto a hard surface. That's the other thing, if you've got a very, very small stone, you drop it, you have to find it, number one, and you have to see if it's, you know, got any cracks or anything like that. But underneath this table is carpet, so it's not going to crack or break off. And this is mostly ironstone and, you know, boulder. There's not that much clay or sand. There's a little bit. There's not much. You need a little bit. That's sort of where, I believe, that's where the intersection of these materials is where the opal is normally found. You know, so otherwise you have to be very lucky to find that bit of rock where there's opal. Which, you know, I'm not going to lie, we have been lucky. We have been very lucky. I'll show you something on a new parcel I bought. And this came through in the post, you know, as part of a bigger parcel. And just look how much colour there is. And I've only done the very lightest of rubs. It's already showing kind of immense colour. And there's not that much sand in it at all. Touch wood. So, you know, it is possible to find the right parcel. I do seem to have, I don't know, I'm picking the right parcels. With the recent parcel unveiling, I think I've made back my money just for 2 stones. With that one I showed you, and there's a white opal. It's kind of a white crystal boulder opal. It's kind of a mix. I'm not even sure. It could be a pipe wood opal. It's like super unusual looking. I'll show you that now actually while I'm talking. I'll just show it you. I mean, it's really interesting looking. Yes, it looks like a wood opal. You can see the, and then just look at that colour. Just look at it. It is out of this world, outstanding. So this is going to be very exciting. And this was just in the parcel, just like this, you know. And I think this is worth, yeah, I think that's easily worth more than the actual price of the whole parcel that I paid. So I've got very lucky there. You know, and you can see there's colour underneath here. See that red? So there's definitely colour underneath. That's what I quite like about this sort of crystally opal, is that you can sort of see where the colour is. You know, much easier than going back to our spaceship stone than the boulder opal. You can sort of like hypothesize, guess where it might be. I think this colour here, I mean, it's starting to show now actually, to be fair, but I thought that we would colour here, and it is starting to show. You can see the greens and blues there. So you know, I bought this stone because I saw that red. That's the only bit of colour that was on the stone, and I saw it and I said, oh, there's red in that, I'll have it. So I picked this from the bunch, big stone, and we know it's got some colour. Question is how much. It's a beautiful stone in itself, you know. It's cool looking. I mean, polished up it would look really good, but you know, you get the added bonus of what I think is going to be quite a lot of colour. This one is actually, this stone is probably a candidate for a Dremel because of the sheer size of it. I mean, if I was just going to use sandpaper, this could take 100 hours. I'm not going to though. I'm going to start with the sandpaper. Well, it's getting to be nice colours there, to be fair. Look at that. On the money. Let's zoom in on that, just so I can show you guys. Yeah, we're getting lots of nice colours there. Greens and purples. Yellows and reds. Beautiful. That's just on the one side. So we're getting, oh, look at that. Yeah, strong aquas and greens. Yeah, very good. And then we're getting the colours. Literally where I just said I thought there was going to be lots of colour, more and more is starting to show just there. Fantastic. On this side, not yet. But I honestly, with this colour formation, I'd be so surprised if none of it came here. And on top likewise, I'd be surprised if there was no colour. And logically, if it's at the top here, maybe some has fallen at the bottom. Probably not for right now. Maybe we'll find that later on. Start at the top here, around these sections. So brilliant. It's nice that we're seeing some colour. I'll zoom out a bit and we'll do a bit more. Something very calming about doing this as well. Sort of sets the world right. Oh, drops it in the water, in the gold pot. Yeah, you see those colours now. Oh, that red's expanded, you see? Yeah, that red's expanded, that's nice. Oh, we're getting a bit of a rainbow sort of flash there on this side. Harder to see when it's this zoomed out, but it's definitely there. Great, okay. Well, we've made progress on both fronts. This one has more visible colour, obviously. I'm excited to see what happens with this. I think it's got much more potential than you can see just now. I expect there to be a lot more colour in this bad boy. 100%. It's going to be a lot more colour, so stay tuned if you want to see me to continue watching and see me chase the rainbow with these beautiful stones. You know what to do. Right, guys. See you in the next video. Take care.